Hey kids, this is Pulsary Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement with a quick Darker Matter update for you guys tonight. Just going into what is piling up in the pools, what's going on with the price chart, and what's going on with the minting of the Darker Matter fuel cells. So I'm going to share my screen here and put myself down here in the corner so you guys can see more of it. First things first, let's go to agproject.io. Right here we have 18 days, 14 hours until round one starts to get your mints in. You just click on the mint button and you can mint one Darker Matter token for one NFT. And then also, the jackpot right now is full of 8,982 Darker Matter, which means there are going to be a lot of winners that get 333 Darker paid out to them at the end of round one with the first jackpot. That's going to be bananas. The EDI pool is all the way up to a whopping $628. I would expect that to grow significantly in the next few days, as well as the 180-day pool. There is 7,984 Darker up for grabs for those people that are willing to wait 6 months to receive their rewards. And then, of course, if you go to Fuel Cell Farms, we'll take a look at the FOMO curve, which doesn't change. But basically, you have a trickle in season one. That's the first 22 rounds. You got a stream in season two, the next 22 rounds. And then you have a flood, an absolute flood of Darker Matter. So minting now in the first round, it actually exposes you to all of this injection of dark, 1.5 million dark to be exact. And it also, the sooner you mint, the sooner you can get your 180 days served, and you can start making 100x from the treasury and free liquid Darker every 11 days indefinitely. And the sooner you win the jackpot, the sooner you can sacrifice to the EDI pool and get a piece of this sweet EDI paid out every 11 days in perpetuity. So as long as there's EDI in here, as long as the bots are paying into this and the minters are paying into this, you're going to have something here to claim if you sacrifice to the void as one of the void walkers. Let's go over one thing really quickly here on my, this is pretty cool. I like this a lot. Show you guys this right here. This is a Darker Matter. The energy crisis was a choice. The bloodline trades free. Community trades free. 4 ways to play the grid. Pick your move. Number 1, loyalist. You can lock your fuel cell, let it grow, wait 33 days for an interior of 10x, lock 180 days for 100x, free Darker Matter crystals on the outside and 100x on the inside. That's the killer move. That's cheat code. Number 2, you can be a void walker. You can carry the cell down the tunnel until gravity lets go and release. You can sacrifice permanently claim on every future 10% tax cell, no, not proportionally, not immediately, eternally. And then, of course, the depleter, you can break open your fuel cell. 90% of the crystals are yours to blow, lose 10% to the loyalists. The fast money, the crowded path. And then you have the guardians. Hold 10 or more, keep them whole, compound silently, tax-free, part of the community. First-time mints have a 1 in 740 chance of the jackpot, which is 333 to 1,332 liquid Darker Matter crystals in your pocket, or sacrificers join the Void Walkers and get the EDI payout. So those are pretty cool. We have 8 pieces of the book right here. We have Cole Nova, Captain of the Lost Polaris, Sole Survivor. We have Sharon T's The Most Dangerous Kind of Beautiful, Ricardo Heavy Hitter, Ricardo Corazon. I wonder what that name could translate to. He's a Federation Astro pilot. The dude abides, loves bowling. And then we have BitBoy Leroy, six-limbed EM Cyber, ethanol-fueled chimpanzee hybrid, a macaque, We have Emily Nova, Cole's sister, put to the test, fighting on the side of the collective. We have Max Ray Vision. He's genius by accident, collective by default, hero by choice. Then we have Jill von Grutzen, define her bloodlines, finding her purpose. And we have Alpha Corp, Marcus Vergold, engineering the shortage, supply 2,222,222 darker ever. Actually, there's 529 of those that are already frozen and burnt forever. So it's actually less than that. Cycles are 11 days, like rounds are 11 days. And then fight for 51% of the grid. Like, who's going to control 51% of the supply first? Is it going to be the bots and the traders and Alpha Corp, or is it going to be the collective, the good guys? And you got the contract address at the bottom. No Raindrop thinks it's the flood, the motto of the collective. And it's on Pulse Chain 369 agproject.io. I like this. I shared this out earlier on Twitter. It's a cool little one-shot infographic that I think tells a lot about the story and enough about the total economics to get someone to want to dig in a little bit deeper. Let's see what we got here. Hang on. We've got Old Man Bitcoin. Old Man Bitcoin fell down the stairs. 64,000. It's not looking good for Old Man Bitcoin right now, or crypto in general. And then Ethereum also falling down the stairs, well below 2,000. 1795, just bad. I mean, it still hasn't broke this little trend line of higher lows, but who knows, man? Who knows? It's all a game. It's all a ruse. Shout out to your friend Sami, my friend Sami, our friend Sami. That dude sent out a tweet today, right now, and I was like, dude, you are freaking trolling agproject.io. He puts out this tweet right here after I tell him to join, and Dr. Doge replies, "We must explore space to know where the moon is." I love this. It's this is the Rings of Dust with Dr. Doge inside it. We have locked $200. Well, we haven't locked. We've set $200 of liquidity with Dr. Doge. Look forwarding to locking some of that in their super duper cool smart contract that always guarantees that they've got a lot of liquidity compared to their market cap, for those of you that love liquidity. And then of course Lef is replying, love this from Lef. Where in the hell is that one from Lef? Or actually your friend Sami? Where the hell is it? Let me see here. Nope. Nope. It's been after this. Well, this is one of the replies to it. So let's scroll up on this one right here. Oh, nope, that's who's ready for round one. My bad. Cheat code. Here's the cheat code right here. He says, I love that. Here we go. This is it right here. Sami. The most entertaining outcome is the most likely. Pulse Chain is the bear market hedge of crypto, and he is all boarded up in astronauts for our sci-fi. He's this is his way. He's the most dick tease lurker that we've ever had. Even you know, Shill Gates, he was here. He did some really cool stuff that explained a little bit about the original dark matter, and we're still telling him, come home to the space cult, Shill Gates. You don't need to be out there running the streets with hood rats. We're here for you. Come join us. So that's cool. Jumping over to our price. Our price has actually been holding up very, very well. You have a little bit of constant sell pressure from the tax bot and from the minting that's filling up that EDI pool that I showed you guys with the, what was it, something crazy, $628 already. And honestly, if we go here to the fuel cells right here, there are 19,000 fuel cells in the first 2 days. I think this is going to get ridiculous, people, because everyone wants to get their mint in so that after the first round is over and we have claimed or sacrificed our jackpots, at that point you can lock for 180 days. You already get credit for the 11 that you waited the round for. So you can lock and get into that 180-day pool and 100x bonus from the FOMO curve. So I think people are reading the writing on the wall and seeing, like, yeah, I'll probably want to mint some later in other rounds, but at the same time, if I plan on locking some of this stuff down long term, the first round it just makes sense. It's just the cheat code that we are kind of telling you guys about a little bit there. So yeah, you have some cell pressure. Every one of these fuel cells sent 5% to the E-die converter, and actually the first E-die converter was locked until after the first round, which would have been a catastrophic dump. So we replaced it, and that's where that 529 are, the frozen or burnt, lost forever to the void, but no one's getting paid on them, unfortunately. But I think we'll be just fine in the E-die converter. Yeah, so looking at these different pairs, let's see if there's any new pairs that have shown up. Copy that to clipboard. Let's check the contract address for Darker that is at the top of all of those websites. Look at this. We have Darker and Wrapped ETH. As ETH falls off a cliff, somebody captures it and loves it with a little bit of LP, about $400 locked with WETH. So if Ethereum ever does take off, which is what we're all waiting for, you've got that. Interesting. Now, here's something that your friend Salmi might be interested in. There's $68 of liquidity paired with P-Dai. P-Dai. Interesting. I think somebody saw how hard Salmi works at pushing the narrative of $1 P-Dai 18 hours a day. He's one of the most entertaining people and one of the hardest shilling people in crypto, let alone Pulse Chain. And so maybe someone's thinking that could be a very strong community to make allies with. I don't know. Altogether, we have $900 paired with DAI. We got almost 400 with WETH. We've got 181 wrapped with Wrapped Pulse. I think that might be one of the lower ones. PulseX has about $200. Hex has about $200. E-Dai now, P-Dai has almost $70. Pink Mistwell has $200. Ooh, that one's probably gonna go bananas because Pink Mistwell is a big fan of Darker, and we're a big fan of the Pink Mistwell. Then you got Dr. Doge, which is just a temporary one. It's to show good faith and love towards the Dr. Doge community, which we love. Actuator's got $200. Big fans of Actuator. And then Exterminator has $32 paired with it, which is crazy because the Exterminator had $60 back in the day paired with us. Now they have 30. Looks like every time Darker goes up, they're skimming. Little sniper bot there that is specifically pointed towards Darker. Whoever's running that, congratulations, enjoy your $30. But the price across almost all these it actually varies quite a bit because of the bot sales tax. The bots don't sweep in and ARB 24/7 for a fraction of a penny because it costs them 10% to get in and out. So unless there's a 12 or 13% gap in price, they don't jump in and pay that tax. So it's kind of giving you guys a very interesting buying opportunity because there's no buy tax for anybody. And there's only sell tax for the bots, people outside the community that have not minted 10 NFTs. If you buy 10 Darker, mint 10 Darker Matter Fuel Cell NFTs, you are tax exempt from the sell. The sell doesn't hit anyone but the bots and people that don't mint, i.e. people that are not in the space cult. We love every one of you guys. So yeah, look, this is crazy. Darker Wrapped Pulse is at 87%. Darker and DAI is at 76%. That is where all of those cells from the E-die converter are hitting constantly, and as wells step in and look for cheap gas moments, that we might see a lot more mints coming there, and so you guys might be getting some buying opportunities there. Extreme and darker, I gotta flip this. That one's at 76 cents, so you guys can buy as low as 76 cents. Darker Pulse X, that's at that was at $1 not that long ago. Now it's down to 85 cents. Darker and an actuator, you could get darker for 76 cents on that pair. And darker Dr. Doge, you can get that for 75 cents there. So, that's a good deal. Some Dr. Doge. Pink Miss Well is currently at 75 cents. So look, you got 75 cents, you got 88 cents. You guys can ARB this tax-free. You guys actually have an ARB advantage over the bots here. Darker and wrapped Ethereum is at 85 cents, and darker and PDI, what's that one trading at? Darker and PDI is trading at 75 cents. So there's a lot of places where you can buy this for 75 cents. A lot of places you can sell it for 87 cents, and get a good deal. I mean, you can actually go shopping for this token, which is kind of cool. Let's check back here in our comments. There are no comments. There are 4 viewers. I've basically been talking to myself. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I know that you are my ride or dies. I know that it's super late on a freaking Wednesday. So replay gang, this is for you. Enjoy this quick recap, 17 minutes. That's got to be a record for me. I did enjoy watching Whiskey Wednesday with DGen Roundtable and our friend Rags to Riches, aka Brandon Davis of Build the Tech, talking about some of the cool stuff they've been building over there with SwitchX.fi. It's very interesting farming opportunities over there. They've reached out and gotten information from our Darker Matter token to add that and the correct address, the correct logo very, very well. Thank you very much. Someone else was asking for that. Red Squirrel asked for Squirrel Swap, and then just recently Dr. Doge asked for it so that they can start putting it up and talking about it in their community, which is super cool. I need to reach out to Internet Money and tell them that there's the new token and the new logo. And other than that, I mean, it is a wild, crazy time to be in Pulse Chain, and an even crazier time to be in Dark Matter Anti-Gravity Project. I mean, it's awesome. Let's see here again. Jackpot. Yeah, almost 9,000 in the jackpot. Almost 8,000 in the E-die pool. This is bananas. And $628 in E-die after 2 days. So we're averaging about $300 a day going into E-die. Those lucky souls that can sacrifice the jackpot. I mean, don't get me wrong, 333 darkers, hard to turn down even at today's price. But E-die every 11 days, possibly forever, that's also tempting, especially in this crazy market that we've been in. So that being said, love you guys. I will catch you on the next one. Didn't even play an outro. Remember, you guys matter. What you do matters. You guys have incredible value. Remember that. Be kind to yourselves. Be gentle with yourselves. You deserve it. No one else can take care of you the way that you can take care of you. And I take it from me. You guys are worth it. Have a wonderful night. I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.